Greetings. In this series, we're going to talk about Burning Man and how everybody that goes to Burning Man has to live there for about a week. We're going to look into how those living conditions differ, how people cope with the extreme party and art conditions at Burning Man, and what they do to make their situation more like it is in the default world or more like they want it to be at Burning Man. We're not only going to look at how people live at Burning Man, what their perceptions are, what life is actually like at Burning Man. We're going to see a lot of differentiation. We're going to see people that live essentially in small pup tents to very lavish plug-and-plays that are almost exclusively catered. How do you live at Burning Man? How do you eat? How do you drink? How do you sleep? How do you rest? How do you hydrate? How do you bathe? How do you groom? Whatever, anything that you do, how do you kind of get through your life at Burning Man while you're here?
Baby wipes are life. For sure. Baby wipe baths every time.
In 2 words, if to describe it in 2 words, how do we live in Burning Man?
In 2 words?
Damn good. Damn good. Yeah.
Oh, that's 3.
Yeah.
You can see cleanliness is godliness at Burning Man. Organization is obviously key as well.
These 2 hours every morning to cleaning here to fix it's for killing, you know? Can't anymore.
Too much work. Are you sleeping in the van? Or is the van just storage now?
The van has been through a lot of loops, so everybody slept in like one time or another. Yeah. This morning there were 3 of us in the back, and he was cockpitting, you know, co-pilot. All his seat is like back, but he's still sitting, you know.
I must say, in the last 3 days, I made the front seat in the car. I love it. I sleep like that. Like that. Just laying, you know? It's like, it's not a bed. But for me, 8 hours here.
And it's a bed.
Like that, man. It's the best bed. I think I'm getting old, you know? And the afternoon nap in the sun, burning myself.
It could be worse.
4 hours every day.
I brought a monster queen size mattress, and it's still in its box. We've been sleeping on the ground for 3 days. You want to see this? Our bed's turned into a bedside table.
I must see it.
We have bike parking here, obviously.
Yeah.
Kitchen, well equipped. And here you can see our beautiful bed. It's still in a box with a mat on the floor.
Well,
3 days, we haven't even bothered to air it up. Necessary baby wipes.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the deal.
we have an amazing kitchen in here.
Cold storage. I know, it's beautiful.
Amazing one.
Fresh fruit storage.
The cool place you got there.
Simple.
Yeah.
The bed in the box, amazing.
It's a bedside table now.
I don't like to overpack.
Yeah. The prerequisite bottle of whiskey and Kahlua and coffee all at the same time, preferably.
How about the ladies? How about like manicures and pedicures? How about all that
I'm
sort of
looking,
stuff?
if you know where it camp's at.
We had a nice shower set up in the back.
Uh-huh.
Have you used it yet?
Well, yeah. Where's the bottle?
Because our shower is still in the box.
Yeah, we've got one inside the box too, probably next to the bed.
You have also this shower if you're too lazy to go over there, so you can use it here on the chair
Oh yeah, while you're sitting.
while you're sitting here talking
Sorry,
with your
Jetty.
friend.
Oh, yeah,
So
you're
Sari
right.
can take a shower.
Where
Here.
Right there, public shower.
Right there.
Yeah, here, it's right
there.
here. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, oh, wow, this is convenient.
yeah, that's a quick shower, you know?
You don't have to even leave
A little
your...
wipes and this.
No wipes, just that.
Wifey's alive.
Sometimes you're really lazy. Sit here for hours thinking about what we're gonna do today without doing a
And no,
thing.
dude.
Yeah. A thing.
But I kind of do that in real life too.
Yeah,
I
but
make
when
a
the
lot
sun
of
goes-
plans.
When the sun goes down, that's it.
The thing is, it's like a living room, and you like sitting over there and watching a movie.
Oh yeah.
All the
TV.
Burning Man is a
Yeah,
big
all the
living room.
days
Better
is
than
like,
TV.
yeah, it's like all
I know.
cars you have here. You have like
I like
it's the
TV.
best show in the world.
movie.
Yeah, we're sitting here for like I think 2 hours.
Trying to decide what we're gonna
Trying,
do today.
yeah. It took us 40 minutes to decide if to make coffee or not.
Blue water. Don't talk to the king before he drinks his
Yeah.
blue
He
water.
has his
No,
blue
don't
water.
even
Magic water.
approach. He's having his ritual morning time. That happens every day. So what I like to do
You're
is
not gonna
as
sit with
little, water as possible. And Playa doesn't mind a little bit of water. If you know,
אתה לא יכול להגיד את זה.
so old beer can. We don't use them. We just give them a little slice on the top. This is soap water. Really easy. I don't know. Very little water. Like nothing. You just water. And the spritz, the pressure, you know, clean it even better, you know. So works out pretty well.
Yeah.
It's a beer time, man.
It is that time of day.
You don't have beer.
Oh, we don't have
think
beer.
Oh, we do.
Maybe here. Wait.
No, we should have a tequila. Come on, guys. It should be. No, seriously.
And that's it. 2 cups. Good for the hands too. You can wash your hands.
Say, Mom.
Soap water. And then just regular water. Get some, like your favorite soap in there. I like to have like, my favorite smell. Your favorite smell is Chanel. Put Chanel $100. Like have it with a little bit of alcohol. The smell will still be there, just in a little amount, and then like that's
It's
the best thing.
biologic, so it's okay.
Yeah, it makes you feel good. But
Smell it too low.
Very good.
use as little water as you can in the desert. That's the only thing. Yeah, that's what I think.
What about showers?
Shower, yeah, we got a good shower going on here. This is actually my friend that is a farmer. Thought about that. And again, the same trick, only this one comes with a pressure, you know. And I don't know, it smells pretty empty. But still, you'll get a nice shower. And you can set it on. Keep somewhere, we have a little rope in the back of the car, just a little rope. You don't need more than that, and then just sit, you have a shower.
Shower truck.
Good shower truck.
The shower truck.
What are you talking about?
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I missed my shower! Oh my god! So when this truck comes here and pours this water on the playa, if I hear it, I'll go like to the soap in the back of the car, get it left soap, and just like make a run for it. Get dry in like a minute.
Beautiful.
But I missed it today.
No shower for today.
Well,
No shower truck shower for
we'll
today.
have plan B here. There's a famous movie, Israeli movie, about 2 guys that don't really have a place to sleep, but they love girls and they love to party. So they end up sleeping on a beach, random house in Tel Aviv. Like back in the, when Tel Aviv wasn't Tel Aviv. Yes. And that's the kind of like similar to what they have. It's just like a thing here. It goes on top of here. I found this in the streets of San Francisco, just on the street. that's it. You shower, you know, your hands, like you have soap.
Yeah.
You get your deodorant. This guy is a pig, you know, digging his underwear just like that. But yeah, men are pigs. That's it.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So could you tell me about how you live at Burning Man? How you eat, how you drink, how you have shelter, what you do for like bathing, showering, cleaning, that sort of stuff? How do you live at Burning Man?
We try to be safe for the sun and the dust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
For that we live in some American tents who are made in the desert,
Yeah,
where they know what they do.
yeah, absolutely.
And the team of the kitchen, they are amazing. They produce every once in a while, every 3 times a day, super dinner.
Yeah,
And they are managing very well to keep things fresh, which is very American.
yes, yeah.
I don't really know how they do it. But the food's really good. Healthy, vegetarian.
Oh, so you can choose vegetarian, good for vegetarian, good for other people like carnivore.
Or vitamin.
Great.
So, it's good to be in an inspiring place.
The environment like feels good.
Yeah, it's comfortable. And you're safe.
Yeah.
When you come here, you're home.
Yes. Fantastic.
It's very important.
Have you? I don't know if Camp Ibiza has been around before, but have you camped with these folks before, or just like okay?
My first year.
Okay. Wonderful. All right.
Very nice.
Fantastic.
So yeah, this camp has a couple different things going on. So we have yurts, and we have tents and RVs.
Mm-hmm. Keep on.
So yeah, and there's basically all 3.
Uh-huh. Great.
So 3 basic forms of shelter: yurts, tents, RVs. As far as eating, we have a kitchen set up, so some people are utilizing the kitchen. Others vacuum sealed some food up and just boil it in water when they get out here, which is my personal favorite. It seems the most easy cleanup.
Yeah.
And as far as staying up to date with showering, we do have a shower here.
Okay.
But it's been kind of tough keeping water in it.
Uh-huh.
We only can bring a tank that's so large.
Right.
And they haven't really been refilling it. I don't know if it's because we haven't been here to flag them down or what, but the water's been a bit of a situation.
Is it a central showering sort of? I mean, a place where people
we made a shower out of an old porta potty.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's right off the main road, so our tanks are there and everything.
Okay.
And we have a generator set up for power. All the RVs have 30 amp hookups, and we have regular 20 amp spider boxes for the tents and minor stuff like lighting and stuff.
So everyone has power convenience centrally supplied. Excellent.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been.
You had mentioned that the showering system was kind of central, and people kind of do what they want to do from the food perspective.
Sure.
Does everyone bring in their water separately, or do you buy water and have it centrally provided, or how does that work?
For drinking and cooking, everyone brought their own water, and I think roughly everyone brought like 10 gallons or something.
Okay.
And then for the shower, we have a tank that's central, and the camp paid for that.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was part of a camp fee.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
This is actually my first burn.
Oh wow! Fantastic! Congratulations.
These guys at this camp have been great with giving me advice on what I do need to live out here.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are good friends of mine. So
wonderful.
But it's been a great experience.
So this is my little home.
Okay.
You can take a look if you want. It's like I have it since 3 years. I bought it with a friend for the first Burning Man. We did it 2 years ago. And so we kept the van, and I came last year and this year alone, just by myself, and I just come park where I feel comfortable. It's usually like a colorful place.
This feels good. This feels good.
And then you just like spread out, meet the neighbors, connect, and suddenly you're like a big family, and it feels really comfortable. Yeah, and I don't know, I like to have good food, so I always just buy plenty, so so afterwards can still live off it. And so I always have like good nourishment. That's really important.
It looks like you have a whole cook set here, so you can prepare all your own meals and everything.
It was incredible how everything came together. Like we bought the van, same day we found like the kitchen with the little table and the mattress for the van. Like,
wonderful.
We have a nice setup.
Yeah.
And, we just enjoyed the ride.
With all the things going on around Burning Man, what do you do sleep-wise? Like do you sleep? How do you manage that sort of activity?
Yeah, sleep is really important for me. Like I know that I want to be as present as possible. So when I get tired, like I'm more dreamy around, and I can't really go into things because you're just like dreaming around. So I usually get as much sleep as I can in the night, and do maybe like 1 or 2 nights like without sleep. It's possible, but
wonderful.
Yeah, I like to pace it.
Now, for your shelter, obviously it's your van, but it looks like you've constructed some stuff around your van too.
Well, it's just like I had something similar last year, and I liked it, so I just have like this T structure with my little. Like it's right here, nice all the day shades.
Oh,
in
nice.
the daytime, you can actually hold it up, and it's a little cleaner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's really good.
A little dust-free area for some.
And it's really good for sleeping because the wind comes under the car.
Okay.
And keeps it cool.
Yeah.
And I have my little table and my sinks. I make like also laser work. So it's sometimes like gifts I give away.
Oh, how you make that?
Yeah, I make
how do you make it?
It's with a laser machine.
Oh, really? And so you're cutting into, is this like a wood or this is a wood? It looks
it's like a plywood. I do like the designs, and then the laser cuts them. And so you
That's
can
fantastic.
do like whatever you want. You can. Like,
that's wonderful. You can do it. These are like some beautiful. I like how you have the pattern from the dust. How it leaves the pattern in the dust there.
Yeah. So.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
Yeah. It's a nice little home, and I feel really comfortable.
I would say one of the most important things, even more important than what you plan for, are probably your neighbors. But then you cannot plan for neighbors. You have
had
to be.
a good welcome with the neighbors at the beginning.
Of course, this guy told me you can't stay here, you can't come again, go away. And he was a very nice chap. I mean, honestly, sincerely, the best neighbor you can have. But you need to be lucky. We were super lucky. But that's probably impacting you far more than having calculated correctly the amount of water you need to bring with you. Because even this time we have like 25 extra gallons of water. There were too many because we were like super careful. The neighbors really make a difference of the experience. And neighbors mean their attitude, their culture, the way they think, the way they interact, their social being. And this is not only related to the type of people they are, but also to the culture of Burning Man. If they're really embracing the culture of Burning Man, they're going to be great people.
Because at the end of the day, what's like we said, like these days, what we really have in common, all the people coming here, what we have in common is that we are here. There are a lot of people that probably in the outside world, outside Burning Man, that you will never even have the chance to meet, or you wouldn't stop with them and have a chat, or it's just this place brings so many different things together. And The only thing probably, yes, with some of them you may have a lot in common, with others you may not have anything in common, but the only thing you have really in common that you're here in this very moment, and everything that happened in your life made you come here at this time, in this moment, and experience this with other people that they had the same journey. So this is just a coincidence, if you want, in some way. But it's what is keeping the whole thing together. It's like a big coincidence of choosing to be here and being here and managing to be here now, like today and for a week.
The same 12 hours, you can spend a lot of time with a hippie, with an investor from New York who has a multinational investment all around the globe, to volunteers of children surviving foundations, and completely different people with completely different background.
Yeah.
And so it's people are what make the Burning Man. And again, you can plan ahead of the water, how many tuna cans you bring with. You forgot the can opener, maybe don't worry, you're gonna find a way with a knife or with a neighbor or smashing them against something. People is what makes Burning Man special. There's something else. You can't bring everything with yourself in. I mean, there are things you may forget or things you can't bring in. But you can leverage a lot of what's in here. This is a city of almost 70,000 people. For example, you don't have shade maybe in your camp. Staying in the desert with no shade, that's bad. There are tons of camps out there with lounge music, relaxed cushions on the floor. Go there, have a nap, relax in the hot hour. So you need to understand also that self-reliance means also relying on what you can find on the environment. It's like going in the forest and leveraging on the resources you can find there, which doesn't mean abusing them in a way, but they're there for you in a way because they're gifts from others. And catching for a nap on a pillow on a lounge under a shade for 1 hour a day is not abusing. It's just enjoying the Burning Man experience.
I'd like to insert a topic. You talked a little bit about the porta potties. How do you stay clean at Burning Man, especially the female women in your group?
Do we look clean?
You look unbelievably clean.
Define clean.
I think we're not bad.
Yes, you all seem very, very clean. So I was wondering if you could share that with us.
Okay, I mentioned porta potties because, of course, you need to understand how to use them. In that specific case, we carry frequently like a hand sanitizer, something like that. This is not a commercial of the brand, but any would do. We carry it with us because you never know. Not only when you go to the porta potties, but also when you go around, you may need to. I mean, replace your contact lens, whatever. You better bring something like that with you. One consequence of this before moving to washing, that leaves your skin not dry, and that doesn't really represent the real situation. It's super dry. It cracks after a few days. In fact, I have a small cut here. I didn't cut myself. It's simply that the skin was too dry and it cracked. So then you need to sanitize it, put a bandage on. So this is one. The other one, we have a solar shower. I think that makes a difference. In the past, I didn't use it, and as a man, no big deal because I was using 2.5 gallons of water and I was taking a shower like that, and then washing myself with the soap and then using it again. But I understand it's not the most convenient way of showering, although it was pretty effective.
You cannot do it in the morning because it's too cold.
No, I was doing it regardless. I have to say that this year we use a solar shower. I don't like it because the flow of water is very limited, although it's warm, so this is a good sign. So in the past couple of days I left the solar shower to the ladies and was still using the old-fashioned, which I like.
Yeah, actually that one solar shower for 3 is not probably enough in terms of water.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Solar shower, yeah.
You imagine a huge shower, right?
Of course.
It is.
It's not not cool at all.
It's a warm shower. It's really strong, so I don't want to. Yeah. Ta-da!
No.
Stop.
No.
So this is the maximum, I think. No?
Oh, you see?
Okay, so you need the two people, otherwise you cannot make a shower.
No, you need to know how to use it. That's
You don't want to use soap because I mean you don't want to damage the environment.
And we tried to fix that. In theory, was to keep yourself like not in the mud, but as you can see, it doesn't work really well.
The other point is that you can use soap, but you better use a limited amount of soap, not because you don't want to be clean, but because the more soap you use, the more foam you have, and then it takes like 20 gallons of water just
to get rid of the stuff. So in the end, you use a very, very little amount of soap, and
but when we come back to Europe,
Yeah.
it was like gallons of soap and water.
But in a way, that shows also something, that we always use too much soap. I mean, if you're careful and you want to do things properly, and that does mean that you don't take the shower at 7:40 when the sun has set since 1 hour and it's freezing, but you do a shower when it's still warm and you can take your time. You don't need all the amount of soaps that you normally use at home. Half of that is more than enough. And at home we tend to use a lot of it and use 3 times the amount of water that we would need. I don't mean that we have to go to the basic every day of your life. Now, of course, we need a little bit of comfort, but you can do with half of that. Very, very, very easy. So that's my type of shower. That's their type of shower.
But come back to the living room.
Okay. I try to wear shoes continuously, always, during the day, during the evening, during the night. So I'm wearing flip-flops only when I'm taking a shower, and then I immediately wear the shoes. Try to do that because it helps keeping yourself clean in a way, and also because this ground, this dust, is not particularly healthy, not only for the lungs, but also for the skin.
the thing is that you try to keep at the beginning, at least, everything like the tent in decent condition. Immaculate condition, which I mean for the standards of Burning Man for the first day was in immaculate condition. So I was wiping the floor and we were trying not to enter with the shoes in the tent, take off your shoes, enter the tent, and then close everything.
Then you start to have a sandstorm and you forgot the door of the tent open.
Yes, and then
So you enter with the shoes, put everything inside, no matter if it's closed.
Now at the end of the last day, you just don't care anymore about those things. I mean, you try to do it for the first few days, and then it just you give up. So on certain things,
nature is stronger.
Nature is stronger. Yes, you cannot fight against the dust.
No.
And we were thinking to bring a Hoover next time. That might help, but then again, it's like hoovering the Playa. I mean, it's
like emptying the ocean with a teaspoon.
Yeah, like emptying the ocean with a teaspoon. So yes, you do it at the beginning because you try to preserve it for the longer the better, and then halfway through you just give up.
Another point which affects the quality of life the way you live is the fact that you have to take a decision of how much do you want to sleep, when do you want to sleep, how do you want to sleep, and I'll elaborate on this. Burning Man is better than your city from this perspective. It never sleeps. It works and lives and breathes around the clock continuously. And at any time, there are tons of things happening, tons of humanity out there doing things. And I personally love the night part of Burning Man. If I could sleep during the entire day and live the entire night every night, I would love to do that. But I mean, if you want to be social, probably you can't do that.
And you need an RV because you cannot sleep during the day in the tent.
I honestly, I think I can. You just put a shade on top of the tent and put my airbags, mask, and think about it.
It's very warm in there.
However, the point is that you will forget about sleeping 7-6 hours straight, and maybe it's a much better option to sleep 2-3 hours, and then leave part of the Burning Man experience, and then have a nap of a couple of hours, and then wake up and do something different. Like yesterday night we woke up at 1 o'clock at night. We went to bed at 10 o'clock. And then we went out on the playa till almost 5 o'clock. And then we went back to bed and we woke up at 9 o'clock. And now, I understand this messes up completely your sleep cycle. But the interesting thing is that you don't feel it. Because there's so much excitement around you, so much energy and so many things that are wow. That you wake up, okay, the first couple of minutes you're a little bit confused. Then you're out there on your bike.
Hi.
And the fact that you've just had a nap of 2 hours doesn't really matter. You're full of adrenaline, full of energy, full of excitement, and you could go on forever. So I think this is relevant. Forget about the normal day-night sleep structure. I think people want to really enjoy it should break their sleeping needs into smaller segments and enjoy different kind of time zone of the Burning Man. And I think this is even more true this year. We are celebrating Da Vinci Workshop. Leonardo da Vinci is known to the legend says, or even I think some writing says that he never slept a full night.
Yeah, he was a short sleeper.
A short sleeper, and he was sleeping every 4 or 5 hours for a short amount of time, and then he was waking up and doing some other stuff. And this year we're celebrating Da Vinci here. I think his sleeping pattern is exactly the best sleeping pattern you can adopt at the Burning Man, because that allows you to leave the Burning Man better fully. That means that affects a little bit your quality of life, but in my opinion, it doesn't too much.
And he's someone that he loves to sleep like 12 hours a
if
day.
I sleep less than 8 hours, I'm grumpy.
Yeah. But not at Burning Man. That's very surprising. Things that you discover about your husband.
I'm waking her in the middle of the night saying, we have to go, we have to go.
And I was very surprised because usually I'm a short sleeper. So for me, it's no problem to sleep very few hours. So this is perfect for me. I'm about power naps, even in real life outside Burning Man. But to see him, that usually, less than 8 hours is really not in a good mood. Don't talk to me, leave me alone. And it works for him here. I'm not sure. We have to try this back home there, probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There is also excitement at home.
No, exactly. I think there's a sense of purpose that enables you to do that.